Hello guys, today I'll be talking about, this is going to be the last video I'm going to be doing before taking a break from video making for a little bit, but I'll resume it pretty soon. I'll have a channel update talking more about it, but yeah, I'm taking a short break from these and just letting the Ultimate TV Vlog series kind of take place of the video production for a bit. But yeah, today we're going to talk about the last movie on this triple feature pack, Constantine, from like the 2005 Constantine. This one was like I said, it was released in 2005, kind of the same year as V for Vendetta actually, which is pretty interesting. It's rated R, of course. It's about 2 hours and 1 minute long. It was released on DVD in 2005. Yeah, I did that good. It has a 7.0 out of 10 on IMDb with about 261,000-ish user votes, and it has 50% on Metacritic with about 41 critics. It stars Keanu Reeves, of course, who was in The Matrix, of course, and Rachel Weisz, who was in The Constant Gardener, but she was also in the first two Mummy movies. I just want to briefly mention that in case people weren't familiar with The Constant Gardener. I just mentioned that one because that was her highest rated movie she was in. In IMDb said it was most recognizable, but I'm mumbling about that too much. But it was directed by Francis Lawrence, who directed the I Am Legend movie with Will Smith. With Will Smith. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 46% by critics. Yeah, a little low, with about 220 critics, and it has a 72% by the audience with about 20,000-ish user reviews. Critics' consensus is, despite solid production values and an intriguing premise, Constantine lacks the focus of another spiritual shoot 'em up, The Matrix, of course. Now, the movie is available to stream on HBO Now and HBO Go, and I will mention that I have seen this movie on Netflix too. So it's not on Netflix now, but it might come back on. The movie is available to rent and buy on Amazon, Fandango, PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, iTunes, and Vudu. God. All right, so Constantine. Let's get going. First of all, visually, it's pretty enjoyable. It's a pretty hard R movie. Now, I'm gonna say this about the movie. There are moments in the movie where I just drifted. I'm not gonna lie. There was just moments where I'm just like, okay, whatever. But there are moments that are pretty fucking awesome. And I think there's enough good in the movie. First of all, the acting's solid. I mean, it's Keanu Reeves. I mean, you're a love or hate the guy, but I like him in this role. He was pretty solid. It's so weird. In the beginning and in the end, there's kind of like this, what you call it? There's a bit of a, like, emotional roller coaster, but in the middle, it feels very subdued. And it's kind of forgettable. And I have to say, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a long middle, it's kind of a short middle. It's kind of hard to describe. Now, acting-wise, I enjoy it a lot. Now, unlike the previous two movies, this character is part of a bigger universe. But, of course, we never go beyond, like, previously mentioned like just characters involved in that world. It never goes beyond by like showing off like bigger names or whatever. Of course, Constantine is a DC product, so we would see DC heroes in it. But overall, like I said, cinematography is pretty solid. I like the cinematography. Special effects are pretty solid too. I enjoy the special effects very well. Story-wise, like I agree with the consensus is that it is intriguing at first, but it kind of loses your grip. It does grab you back at the end, though, because it's very powerful, and a lot of shit happens at once, and yeah, I will say this: the main villain of the story itself, I will say, is played by Peter Stormare. I won't say who he plays, but he is pretty fucking awesome in that role. I just wanted to mention him because I enjoy his work quite a bit. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know what else to say about this movie. It's just kind of. I will say this. I think it could have used a touch more humor. Now, granted, Constantine deals with magic, dark arts, and heaven and hell or whatever, but I don't know. I felt like in the beginning there was kind of a lighter tone to it, and at the ending there was definitely like I definitely felt like, all right, he's being Constantine, being Constantine, but like in the middle of the movie, it just felt very. It felt way too dry. It needed moments to kind of. It needed a few more moments to liven things up a bit, and I still recommend this though because the performances, the scenery, and aspects of the story, there's enough good in it to really warrant a watch. Now, if only in the beginning, or if it was only the beginning, or if that was good, or if the ending was shit or whatever, I would probably skipped over this and done some other movie. But with the beginning and ending being pretty solid, in the middle just kind of being kind of meh, it does warrant a watch. I mean, even if the Constantine of now is probably better done, and he's much more prevalent, it's definitely a movie you should probably check out, just for the fact that it was just for the fact that it's a pretty solid movie. And I will say this is probably the weaker of the three movies on a triple feature without a doubt, but in itself, it's still a really nice look. It's a pretty cool looking film, and it is enjoyable. When it wants to be enjoyable, it's incredibly enjoyable, and when it wants to be forgettable, it's kind of forgettable. But overall, I recommend Constantine. Thanks for watching. Now, I don't know how long of a break it will be, but it's going to be for a bit, but I will resume video production pretty soon, and I'll come up with more of these. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.